Hey guys, what is up? It is Danlags, and today I am going to be taking a look at the brand new mashup pack that came out with TU27, or Content Update 15 if we're talking on Xbox One. And this is the Greek Mythology mashup pack. So I've had a chance to kind of just fly around the world and take a look at some of this stuff before starting to record this. And I gotta say, this is definitely one of the coolest mashup packs there's been. My personal favorite is the Skyrim one, but this honestly might overtake it. This one is really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and fly around this thing. I'm going to talk about the new update. Speaking of the update, before we start flying around, just the main feature that I want to talk about from the new update is that they actually added Acacia Wood and Dark Oak Wood to the game. So I actually didn't expect this. They also added the fences, the stairs for it as well, and obviously the planks, and also the fence gates. And the doors as well. So there's a bunch of new stuff. I actually didn't even expect this. This was a little bit unexpected, but I'm pretty happy about it. And I'm going to check out what this stuff looks like in the city texture pack for Los Dangeles at the end of this video. But we're going to start off by taking a look at this awesome mashup pack. So basically when you load it up, you spawn around here somewhere. I honestly don't really remember exactly where the initial spawn point is. But this is a really huge mashup pack world. Whenever I was flying around trying to find all this stuff, I kept on finding more and more things. So we're gonna get started here with this. It's basically just a bunch of little villages, kind of like these old, Greek and Roman villages, I guess. And we have all the they got the togas on and everything like that. So, and here's the soldiers. So we're just gonna kind of walk around here a little bit, take a look at some of these huge things, because there's a lot of insanely large monuments and things like that built on this world. Like I said, I've had a chance to fly around and take a look at most of the stuff, but if I miss something, let me know, guys, because this thing is so extensive. And obviously there's like music discs hidden around the world, but I'm not going to look for those because I don't really care, to be honest, about the music discs. But I'm sure you can go find those if you want, if you're interested in doing that. But I love these big goblets or torches or whatever that are kind of just sitting here. Those are pretty cool. And then here's one of the temples, I guess one of these huge pantheons or whatever these things are called. So we can go inside of these, actually. I think there's some stuff inside of here, but yeah, as you can see, here is the temple. I don't know like which temple this is or which Greek god this is supposed to represent, so I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, but it is really cool though. And I love the quartz in this texture pack. This is actually quartz. It's kind of yellowy, but it works perfectly for the theme, because it doesn't have to be like pure white for this kind of old school build, but I think this is really awesome. So let's go ahead and just fly around and just take a look at everything. I'm just not going to, it's just kind of leaving me speechless, to be honest, because it's definitely one of the coolest mashup packs ever. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is, because I didn't really look at this thing too much. Kind of have like a big building right here. Is this an indoor amphitheater? Is that what this is? Is it an amphitheater if it's indoors? Is it still called an amphitheater if it's indoors? I don't know, but this looks really cool in here. I haven't been in here yet. This is pretty sweet. All right, let's go back out here. I just want to try to cover as much as I can. Over here is the outdoor amphitheater, which I thought this was like the first thing I found, and this is probably my favorite thing. I love this. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a stage or some sort of like gladiator space or something. I'm not really sure, but it looks really cool. So that's all I gotta say about it. So there's like a bunch of different like islands, I guess, or like colonies or whatever. So we have like this part here, which has kind of a village down below, as you can see, and there's kind of 3 or 4 of these. So the next one is over here, and this one is really cool because it has a maze. This is another part that I thought was really interesting. So there's kind of like a maze in here. I haven't actually tried to complete it yet or anything like that. I might actually do that with some of my buddies later on, but there's some chests in the middle here and stuff like that with some weapons and things like that. So it probably works as like a pretty cool looking mini game, I guess you could say. And I don't know if it was intentional for them to bust through this wall. Was this? Oh, there's a secret chest in here. That's why. And there's one of the music discs. So I just found one of those unintentionally. All right, cool. So another thing about this is they kind of have like the big, I don't know what to call this thing, like the Minotaur head here. And inside of this, there's kind of just, oh wait, what's in here? I haven't looked in here yet. Oh, okay, that's just another entrance. But inside here, there's kind of like this temple down at the bottom. And this is amazing how huge this is underground. So as you can see, there's like these, like the lava obviously looks really cool in this. I really like the way the lava looks. But if you kind of fly to the middle, there's the Minotaur guy or the Centaur or whatever the guy's name is. But it's some sort of like arena or something like that for battling. So there's definitely some cool things you can do with that. I think it looks really awesome. I just love the way it looks. I love the build style for this. I was actually thinking about doing some sort of like Greek mythology themed build a few months back, but then when I heard they announced this thing at Minecon or whenever that was, I decided to hold off on it because I figured they would probably be able to one-up me, and this is a pretty darn cool build. And another thing that's really awesome is they have like the little markings and the, I guess, the engravings inside of the side of the temple here, I guess you could say. And here's another one of these. I don't know which, again, I don't know which each one of these represent, but still pretty cool. And then we have an NPC village right here, just offside of the temple. And then what's down here? Is this some sort of market space? Yeah, that looks like a market or something like that. It's going to take forever to run through this whole thing. This thing is super extensive. I didn't even know that was even there. So, again, if I miss anything, we're definitely going to have to, you're definitely going to have to remind me. So, let's try to cover some more stuff. Obviously, this kind of the main thing on this world is the huge soldier here made out of chocolate, which is really awesome. This guy's got to be at least 150 blocks tall. I wonder what's taller, the Eclipse Tower or this soldier, but he's holding the big torch here. And there is something inside of here. Looks like Dan's found himself another music disc. Where does this go? Oh boy, I don't know where I'm headed now. Is this inside the head of the soldier? Oh, never mind. It just kind of goes out right here. Does it go down further? Did I miss something? Nope. That's pretty cool. I wonder if this thing is hollow. Can you go inside of this? Let's find out. Let's break our way in here. Oh, this is hollow. Huh. That's interesting. What about down here? Whoa. Yeah, this thing is completely hollowed out. This is really cool. I haven't been inside here yet. This is awesome. Let's see if we can make our way all the way down to the bottom here. And this looks like it's probably about the farthest down we're going to be able to get. But wait, is there an entrance from over here somewhere maybe? Ooh, wait. There's a switch. A secret switch. What did it do? I hit the switch. I don't know what happened though. What did the secret switch do, everybody? I have no idea. If you know what that's... Oh, wait, hold on. Did it open that right there? Wait, hold on. Let's see. It might have opened that. Let's find out. That might... Yeah, okay. That's what it does. So, let's go. Let's open that back up in there. That's probably a really long redstone signal. I don't know where that could have possibly connect. Probably all the way down, maybe? Regardless, let's go inside here and see what's up. So let's just go all the way up to the top. Let's find out. We're going to zoom all the way up here. Yeah, just pretty much takes you up his leg. You can go from there. This is probably some sort of insane parkour. You could probably do a race with your friends. First one to the top. I bet you could probably make it. It's really cool. I like this build a lot. That's honestly pretty sweet. Anyway, let's come back over here. Let's start going back on these builds. This area over here kind of reminds me of a city from Pokemon. It's called Pseudopolis City from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire version. It's kind of got that like hilly theme and those like small houses. Just write a comment if you're seeing what I'm seeing here. If you ever played that game, that kind of is what this area reminds me of. So that's pretty cool. And then we have a big house up here. These are like the Greek and Roman baths up here, I guess you could say. And I don't know, is that a painting or something like that? That's pretty sweet. This must be like the house for all the rich people, I guess. And this is something I wanted to check out. The carpet designs and the wool designs in this texture pack are pretty cool, as well as the glass. There's just a bunch of different shapes and fancy designs to it, so that's pretty cool as well. And then I think on this island somewhere, if I can find it, there is a bathhouse. I think it's right here. Yeah, this is the bathhouse. So this is pretty cool. I like this a lot. I think that's pretty authentic. Very well done by 4J Studios. Alright, so let's see what else we can check out. Again, let's see if I can roam around, make sure I don't miss anything. I think we're good this way. That pretty much just looks like it goes off into the ocean, or maybe that's just the edge of the map. Yeah, this isn't a full map. Over here is something that I found that I cannot forget about. This is the Temple of Medusa, I think is the proper name for this. So you kind of come through here. And this is actually a little bit creepy, but there's like this big silhouette of a Medusa head right here with all the snakes coming off, and you can kind of see like the yellow is like the snake eyes. Snake eyes. But yeah, this is pretty creepy, I'm not gonna lie. And we're gonna kind of go inside of here. This thing is huge on the inside, so we're gonna fly through here, get through all these vines, head straight down into the throat of Medusa, and come back in here. So there's like this spiral snake thing. It's like a cool snake theme, and I think this is like the throne room up in here. This is just a really cool, really cool build. This is why I think this is one of the best mashup pack builds I've ever seen. The detail on this thing, and then just the sheer design of it. Whoa, did I just get hit by a potion? I just got hit by a poison potion. Oh, I stepped on a tripwire. I didn't see that. Huh. I did not see that earlier. That's interesting. So there's a tripwire right there that poisons you, I guess, as you enter the throne of Medusa. But is there a... oh, wait. What is this? What is this? Some sort of secret area. And I guess this is one of the music discs. I'm finding these things, like, totally unintentional. Regardless, though, this is an amazing build. It really is. I was really impressed when I loaded this thing up. This is a truly an awesome build. So let's go ahead and fly around and see if we can find anything else. This is another one of these colonies over here. Got a little bit of a boat right there. And then this one's kind of walled off. Maybe it's like a different, I guess, civilization of people. Because I don't know if this is like a whole bunch of different Greek mythologies. So maybe there's like the Greeks and the Romans and others. Maybe this is like the Persians or something like that. I don't know. But got like the Trojan Horse right here, which is pretty cool. And maybe this is like Troy or something like that. That might make a little bit of sense. But again, we have like this big house in the middle here, probably for the fancy people. There's a fancy looking blue horse, which, not gonna lie, that's pretty sweet. I wonder if they have Pegasus in this with the wings. That would be really cool skin for the horse. But anyway, that's the another one of those colonies. So let's kind of just fly around the outskirts, make sure I don't miss anything. I think I've pretty much shown most of it. Wait a minute. What is this? I have found an underwater temple. I found an underwater pathway here. What is this? Are you serious? Is there some sort of underwater thing here? I have no idea. Okay, we need to find out what this is. I had no idea this was here. Okay, hold on. Let's see what this thing is. How do I get in? I guess I'll just break right through the glass. What is this? What? Where does this lead out to? I had no idea this was here. Well, this might be the coolest thing yet, guys. Let's fly down this path. This is just a huge underwater tunnel. It's Atlantis! It's Atlantis! Actually, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. I had no idea this was here. I just found this now. I think it's Atlantis. This is honestly amazing. Wow. Great job at 4J Studios. Round of applause. This is really cool. I'm starstruck. I'm in awe. I'm just speechless. I'm just gonna fly around and let you guys just take this in if you haven't bought this thing already, if you haven't found this thing. I did not know this was here. This is the underwater city of Atlantis. At least I assume that's what it is. Could be wrong. But this is definitely the coolest thing on this world. For scratch the other stuff that I said. This is by far the coolest thing. Man, this is awesome. This might be like the Temple of Poseidon if it's not Atlantis. So it might be one of those things, one or the other. I just keep finding more stuff. Does this keep going down? Damn, I just keep on finding new stuff. Wait, there's a double chest. Did we find another music disc? Yes, we did. We found like 4 of those just on this video alone. Does it go down here as well? Man, this is so extensive. How long have they been working on this thing? Man, this is kind of inspiring me to build something like this. This is really cool. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and make our way outside here. Actually, is there another exit to this place on this side? Yeah, let's go down this pathway, see where this takes us. Okay, this curves back up here. Huh. Wow. So it kind of comes out right there. I did not even notice that. That is amazing. That is really, really cool. I did not notice that at all. That is amazing. That's the coolest part of this world. I'm speechless. Let's go ahead and move on over here. I think this is the last part. This is the, this is another just area. There's a little town at the bottom. And then there's this huge temple at the top here. Not sure, again, who this is supposed to represent, but this one's also really cool. Yeah, this is... I'm deeming this, hands down, the best mashup pack ever. This is truly really cool. I'm not even trying to be, like, joking around right now. This is pretty amazing. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so we're going to head back down this way and see if I've missed anything over here, but I think I've covered almost everything that I could possibly find on this world. And, wait, hold on. Hold on, there's something new. What is this place? Is this just a little temple on the edge here? Okay, I don't know. Should I follow this down? Is this gonna lead me somewhere? I don't know, it might just be a little small temple, but oh wait, nope. There's still more, people. We found a ship. When are we going to find everything? I don't know. This just keeps on getting more and more stuff, but Here's another one of these ships. These are like those rowing ships, as you can see. This is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. The sun's pretty cool as well. It's kind of like that little, you know, the stone with the spikes coming out of it. And then over here we have some sort of little ruins or something. I don't know if this is supposed to be something important. I'm just like, I'm so worried that I'm going to miss something huge. Because I came very close to completely missing that underwater temple. Like that, I had no clue that was there. But I think I just circled all the way around the whole world. So I think just for like, you know, in the interest of time, I'm not going to keep you here all day since you could just go ahead and take a look at it yourself. I think I'm going to, you know, pretty much close this out. But yeah, there's no doubt this is definitely the best mashup pack that they've ever made. This looks like a crash boat or something like that. So guys, what I'm going to do real quick before I conclude today's video is I'm going to switch over to the City Texture Pack and Los Angeles just to kind of go over the new woods real quick, because I think you guys are going to be really happy with what you see. So that's going to do it for the Greek Mythology Texture Pack and Mashup Pack. I'm telling you what, this is really impressive. I'm very impressed by what 4J Studios put together right here. This is pretty damn cool. So guys, let's go ahead and transition over to CLD. Okay guys, so we're back here on CLD in the City Texture Pack, and just really quickly guys, I want to show you some of what the new woods look like here in the City Texture Pack, which is obviously the main texture pack that I use for my builds, so it's kind of worthwhile to me show you guys this real quick. I'm just going to grab all of the stuff that's new, so this stuff, and we're actually running out of space here. I'll just, you don't need to see both fence gates. So here is the dark oak wood planks, and I have to say, just right off the bat, I'm pretty happy about this. I think this is finally something that I could really use a lot on the world. As opposed to spruce wood, I think this would be a good alternative. So here's obviously what I've been using for like darker woods. This is the spruce wood. I honestly really love the way the dark oak wood looks. I'm very happy with the texture. So it was unexpected too, and that always makes it better. Right here is the acacia wood, which is interesting because it kind of looks like bricks. So it could be an interesting alternative for bricks on the world, and we'll definitely try to find a use for that. I might even actually switch out the bedrock tires factory that I've been working on recently. All that stained clay, or all of that hardened clay, or whatever, or I guess regular clay. I can switch all that out for this acacia wood possibly, because that's a pretty cool texture on that as well. The dark oak wood blocks themselves are, you know, fairly basic, but still definitely usable. And obviously we have the fence gates right here. Again, definitely a useful fence gate. Here's the oak wood stairs here, and then the acacia wood stairs. I don't know why I said oak wood. This is the dark oak wood stairs. Here are the doors. I absolutely love the dark oak wood doors. So at first when I saw this in the thing, I thought it was a glitch, because obviously the one thing I haven't grabbed is the saplings, which means that they haven't added biomes yet for savanna biomes and roofed forests, which is where you would find acacia wood and dark oak wood. They haven't added those biomes yet for survival or just any world, really. They just basically added the blocks to the creative menu, and as a builder, I'm totally cool with that. But it is kind of interesting that they just added that stuff first, and maybe they'll add the biomes later on. But I'm really happy. It was unexpected. I didn't expect to get this new stuff in this. I just thought it was going to be a bug fix update to go along with the mashup pack, but we got a pleasant surprise today. So cool mashup pack, probably the coolest one ever. I'd say definitely the coolest one ever. And some new blocks to use for building. So I'm happy. I love these doors. I'm definitely going to be using these for now on. Well, at least sometimes. I'll still use the oak wood ones because I like those as well. But these dark oak wood doors are really fancy, and I like the way they look. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to show you guys one more thing before we close the video out. Alright guys, to close out the video, take a look at the castle in the Greek mythology texture pack. So I was just curious to see what it would look like, and I think it looks really awesome. It kind of turns the stone brick a little bit whiter color. So I guess it's like a white castle now, not the chain restaurant, but my castle here, my fantasy world. And I think it looks awesome. This is definitely a cool change for sure. And that's kind of what I wanted to close out this video on. So guys, this was pretty much just an overview of everything that kind of came out for console Minecraft today. I think it came out for all 4 platforms: PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One. I think the mashup pack and the update came out for all 4. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but no, I think it did. So I'm just going to say it did. I love it. I love the mashup pack. I love the small update with the new blocks. Dan is a happy Dan. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully I covered everything. Again, if I missed something on the Greek mythology mashup pack world, let me know or send me a picture on Twitter so I can go back and take a look at it. Try to cover as much as I can in a short period of time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did. Just kind of overviewing everything that came out today. I'm definitely recommending the Greek mythology mashup pack. I think it's $4, but if you're trying to play like hide and go seek with your friends or maybe some PvP games, that's probably a pretty cool world to give it a shot. And I think we'll definitely do some hide and seek on that world in the future because there's definitely some cool spots for sure. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been Dan Lags. Give it a like if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.